We see this in Kazantzakis' creation of Alexis Zorba. And we see the concept of awareness, of being awake, detachment, moment-to-moment living, non-violence, and the interconnectedness of all things in the Buddhistic aspect of Kazantzakis' most dynamic hero. Unfortunately, we do not have the letters that Nikos Kazantzakis wrote to Yorgos Zorba, the somewhat illiterate laborer who was the prototype for his famous hero, the one who Kazantzakis says taught him how to love life and not fear death. We do, however, have several letters from Zorba that he wrote to Kazantzakis while working as a miner in the mountains of Serbia. Here is my translation of a short piece from two of them. By the way, in actual life, Zorba did not look like Anthony Quinn. Unlike the figure in the novel or the film, Zorba was a short man. Together, Kazantzakis and he looked more like Don Quixote and Sancho Panza. When I was first in Greece in 1963, I used to take my son Dean for ice cream in a nearby restaurant. The waiter there, who often sat with us, was a Zorbatic figure filled with joy and energy. I'll try to capture how he might have read these letters. Niš, Serbia, 1922. Dear Mr. Nikola Kazantzakis, I received your letter 3 days ago. I am happy for it. And then when we'll be traveling together, I shall be happy too. You think it's funny when I say we have more value because we are looking for the beautiful? But all the others I have known, they seek money, and as soon as they get it, pop, they stop working. They avoid their friends, beg for a dowry, get married, and begin the boring household life. They are managed by a woman, good or bad, and there's nothing else. In this business, I don't throw you into this mix, only myself. And as for me, I got married as a joke. My bossy lady, she died. It was the one good thing she did, and I'm still laughing, especially my friends send me their condolences. And I smile too when I think of God. He doesn't frighten me, nor does death neither. It's nothing and I'm nothing too. And the doings of nature do not faze me, even if the tail of some crazy comet bangs into the earth and turns us all into tomata salata, tomato salad. I'll laugh again. Anyway, the devil's going to get me someday. I'll die and turn into an unconscious rag, a kurei, stinking up the whole world, and that will be obligated to bury me. So be it. But there's one thing I'm afraid of, and I feel it very, very deep. I fear old age. I can find no invention to lick out this fear. Very bad I consider it to say I am an old man, and that I will be subjecticated to everything I hate. I'll lose my freedom. My daughter-in-law or my daughter will be bossing me, giving me orders to keep my eye on some monster, their child, to keep it from burning itself, falling on its head in itself, and letting the devil into itself. Now I find this very narrow, very narrow. I, who can leap over the highest barriers, I, who fearlessly roam wheresoever you write me, I, who be praised like the forest of Mount Athos, like the whole of Russia, etc., to end up a nursemaid of a bunch of little monsters, my grandchildren, they peeing on my apron, and I'm not having the right to speak and say, I am disgusticated, ill-fated capomidi that I am. Concerning these stupidities and imbecilities I'm liking you, we shall meet and converse about all of them. I am asking for you to come here. You'll see how fine and beneficial it will be that we be together. For on the surface of the earth, there is life, and it has flowers, and many good things. It has all sorts of wonderful things. However, they do not please me, because everywhere I go, I find the bad things mixed with the good. So be it. Now that you will write me, I shall see what kind of letter you shall be asking for. I laughed at your last letter when you asked me to write big letter, megalograma. That is to say, I have all kinds and sorts of letters, size 1, size 2, size 3. It's a comedy, a commedia. Luckily, we are not in Greece for the postman to be laughing when he sees my big size letters. Always with love I greet you, and always the same. Yorgos Zorbas, Alexei Zorba. The following is a scene that I have dramatized from Zorba the Greek. We see Kazantzakis' imaginative skill. He takes a man who worked with the soil, loved the wonders of nature, and turns him into a mythical hero. The boss, or Nikos, Dean is going to be the boss. You better watch your step. Boss is meditating to control the desires of the flesh, and Zorba is enjoying his supper. Zorba speaks to him about God. Boss, the body's got a soul too. Take pity on it. This Christ Buddha of yours, give him something to eat. This meat is so tasty. One mouthful and such forgiveness.
What about man's spirit, Zorba? Don't you believe in anything?
I believe in Zorba only. Not that I'm better than anyone else. I'm a brute like the rest. But I'm the only being I have in my power. When I die, the whole Zorbatic kingdom will go crashing to the bottom.
What egotism?
I can't help it, boss. That's how it is. I eat horse beans, I talk horse beans. I am Zorba, I speak Zorbatically. He is Zorbas, below Zorbatica.
What about God?
I think about God as being exactly like me. Only taller, stronger, crazier, and immortal in the bargain.
This is nonsense.
But God is a nobleman and he forgives. He's innocent and good-hearted, like you, boss. I tell him my offenses, he holds a deep sponge, and he wipes them all out.
But what?
I hate to say it, but often the devil has the edge on God. Have you noticed? Everything good is the invention of the devil. Lovely women, spring roast lamb, wine, feta, hot bread. The devil made them. And God, he made monks, fasting, chamomile tea, bureaucrats, and hysterical women. I can hear my wife now. Where you going, Alexei? Who pass, Alexei? Where you going? Who pass?
This is foolishness.
Maybe. But that's where we are. Right now, boss, I'm feeling this great urge. This mania. I'm in the grip of a 90, necessity. What do you say? Shall we dance? Boss. You know, boss, I have never loved anyone as much as you. You have everything. There's one thing you need to cut the rope, to set you free. You need a touch of madness. Trela. Kazantzakis joked with Zorba about the superiority of Cretans with their Arabic blood over other Greeks. We heard this tale from a Cretan. When it comes to toughness, there are three kinds of men. The Athenians, they eat their eggs without the shells. The Spartans, they eat their eggs with the shells. And we Cretans, we eat the eggs, the shells, and the plates too. Kazantzakis told us the